Time to watch whatever it was the messenger had for us. Careful now. Oh, you sure haven't lost any of your boundless energy.
Assure you, we were not. A splinter group was behind that heresy. The collective of scientists and scholars I lead are committed to elevating humanity by pursuing a greater understanding of reality. I believe our goals are not incompatible. We both oppose the Protectorate, and we both wish to preserve Arcadia from ruin. We can help each other. I entreat you to speak with Abbot Newell. He can be found in Golden Ridge at Matriarch's mercy. He will aid you in your mission, and hopefully, you will see fit to aid us in ours. Nav key coordinates to the Golden Ridge landing pad on Dorado are embedded in this message. Go forth as was determined, and may the plan guide you.
Reckon we've got our work cut out for us? Let's head to Golden Ridge.
Commander, the nav key coordinates supplied by the presiding bishop of the Order have been verified. Landing in Golden Ridge is now possible. Additionally, we are also able to land in Free Market Station, due to the astrogator's progress with the updates necessitated by its rebuild. Free Market Station is an independent marketplace, the only one in the system. It is called such as it was built out of a crashed Auntie's Choice freighter by that name. Agent Ibarra frequented it occasionally after the invasion. He said it was a good place to find newfangled gadgets and stolen prototypes and whatnot. Agent Ibarra prioritized your recovery above pursuing Agent DeVries. This involved disassembling and rebuilding the astrogator to allow the incognito to travel to your location. As the rebuilding process progresses, old nav keys may be unlocked. Unfortunately, most of them are likely not recoverable.
Think they made the statue big enough?
fighting here in I don't even know how long. We got bases down there. If one of them got hit, then that strike will be the first of many.
This is your 2061st reminder to keep all personal items with you at all times. Attention passenger, you are running 21,027.5 hours late for your train.
The station must have really been something before the war made its home here. Things escalate. Might never be something again.
Commendable, passenger. Please continue waiting quietly until the next round arrives.
Thought we're hunkered down here. Wonder how long they held out before. Well, best not to think about it.
Day 206. Morale? Low. Condition? Feeble. Voucher mech. Watching. Always watching.
We got an
Many have
appointment to
left
keep
for
at
Matriarch's
Matriarch's mercy.
seeking
Let's just
refuge
hope we
with
don't
the
get shelled
Order.
too.
The fools. Can't they see the Order is no different from the Protectorate? The Order won't...
Incessant muttering to oneself may disturb fellow passengers. Further conduct violations may warrant notification of the Sentinels.
Try it, you doddering rattletrap. Such threats compel me no longer. I now answer to no one.
Stranger,
I've seen through the lies of
the
both
Order
sides.
bids you welcome,
In
but
time,
also
everyone
warnings.
will.
Unwarranted optimism may be a sign of a more serious imbalance. Please see a curativist before boarding.
Think they'll notice if we jump the queue?
Another refuge. Just a moment. Allowing any... We should have an opportunity for placement in approximately 7.85 days. Oh, no, we can't allow that. You'd best go and see our doctor at once. Just keep... Welcome to Matriarch. Rule number 1, no crowding. Rule number 2, avoid the exclusion zone. I thought... Our seer predicted that a corner of the encampment is in terrible danger. Danger from what? Or when? Unclear. Stay away from it. And, in all probability, our predictions spring from the universal equation, the very numbers that guide the stars. Only a fool ignores probability, and we don't suffer. You need anything, talk to Seer Wiley. He's in the lift building, straight through the settlement.
Do you believe Arcadia shall ever return to how it was?
Law. I haven't seen this many folks
Crammed together since recalled libations night at the Pruster.
We are the keepers of the
Smell the same too.
By the law. You're right. The universe does not orient it.
Ah, you must be the, Earth Directorate agent I was told to expect. Your punctuality is commendable. Allow me to welcome you to Golden Ridge. I'm afraid I've no refreshments available, but can I interest you in a customary debate over decidability?
If I may interject, High Scholar, don't you agree our time would be better utilized on more relevant discourse?
Seer Wiley's right, as always. Obviously, we've all more important things to do than to stand around trifling with truth tables. Perhaps later then. The presiding bishop sent word of your imminent arrival. However, pursuant to our normal standards of compartmentalization, she was scant on the details of your mission. That said, I've been instructed to assist you however I can. So, tell me, what brings you to Golden Ridge? Victor? Oh, yes, Archivist Clemens. Quite the mind. Such encyclopedic knowledge of engineering. One could almost mistake him for an exemplar. Is he in some kind of trouble?
Victor Clemens, some kind of radical. What an absurd notion.
I must agree with my seer. I once watched Victor shed copious tears over a damaged datapad. It's difficult to imagine him capable of worse. Good intentions have led scienticians in the past to stray down paths most troubling. Victor's currently supervising highly experimental research at one of our labs to the northwest, the N-Ray range, beyond the invaders' front line. Unfortunately, you'll need to go through the decommissioned autonomous extractorium to reach it. That path is less than safe, so I advise caution. Besides the highly caustic Zeranium River and the Mantisaurs, we've also received reports of mad cultists in the area. It does make me wonder why Victor decided to stay.
Fascinating. Your fear response must be suffering from some impairment. Likely the result of a traumatic brain injury. I'd have to open you up to be sure.
A generous offer, my friend, but I don't think the agent is interested in exploratory surgeries at the moment. Loath as I am to admit it, there may be some merit to your worries over a conspiracy within the Order, whether Victor is involved or not. As my predecessor would remind me, denying unpleasant facts is not good science. I would be remiss if I failed to support an investigation. No doubt you heard of the recent attack launched on that Anti's Choice base, Outpost Opportunity. It came from one of our facilities, the Zeranium Manufactory. But that facility is intended for research, not military action. I hate thinking an Order member responsible, but given the precision of the attack, it does suggest traitors in our midst.
Respectfully, Scholar, given current tensions, should we really be trusting such a delicate task to this stranger? Earth Directorate agent is just a title. I'd seek to know who you are beyond that bit of headline.
I don't dispute the need for discretion, my friend, but the presiding bishop made the determination to send the agent to us. Moreover, our situation is growing increasingly dire. One more thing. Your investigation into the traitors takes precedence, but if you could also render aid at Outpost Opportunity on our behalf, such a gesture might preserve the peace. I knew I could rely upon you. Ruth wouldn't have sent you otherwise. Here, take this writ of investigative inquiry. It'll grant you access to the manufacturer. Seer Wiley and I will conduct our own inquest into these traitors you've mentioned erstwhile.
We need to help the folk at Opportunity, Commander. Void the Abbot. He's more concerned with exonerating his own than with making things right.
Wait. Don't tell me you're one of those drones from...
I remember this place before the war. Functioning
Armed and ready. Yeah. Hope you appreciated how I bit my tongue back there with the abbot. Didn't want things to come to blows with civilians in the crossfire. Could be that he's sincere, or it could be that he has his hands so full with keeping his community from falling apart that he missed a memo or two. Either way, I'm willing to stay my hand until we know the truth. If it were my folk buried under the rubble, I'd want to know for certain before acting. Besides, ain't nobody around here better suited for investigating than we are. I prefer doing my shooting after asking all the pertinent questions, Commander. While we're at it playing detective, we need to scope out opportunity. If there are any survivors, we ought to help, however we're able. I can only hope they had warning enough to run for cover. If they didn't, well, there's only so much basic training can prepare you for. Thank you, Commander. We should move on, unless you've got something for me?
Hello? Someone... Yes? Did the missive not play, or was it garbled in some way? Zerania Manufactory 7, presently and for an indeterminate time. Wait, you have a writ? From the abbot? Well, we don't have any means of... yes, they said they have a... yes, sir. Oh. Very well. Come inside and we'll see this sorted.
Yes, right over here. So, the abbot deigned to send someone whilst we're contending with all manner of emergencies. Wait, is that an Auntie's Choice enhanced soldier with you? Oh, I see what this is. Stay back. We have no desire to escalate things further. Don't do something you'll regret.
We want answers, not a fight. And if indeed there's any retribution to be had, it won't be by my hand. Tell him, Commander.
Surely. Far be it from me to question the irreproachable prudence of an enigmatic caller. Sometimes I cannot fathom what goes through the abbot's mind, but your papers do seem to be legitimate. I'll send word you're en route. But fair warning, I cannot predict what reception you will receive. I expect your behavior will remain impeccable. As soon as we have a working hypothesis about who is responsible, and we have managed to corner the apparent perpetrator down below, which would be a good thing if they had not, somehow seized control of the manufactory operation. Our suspect, one Initiate Alva, previously supervised launch control. Though steadfastly maintaining her innocence, she has also barricaded herself in the operations control room below. I admit I'm to a reasonable degree pleased you are on hand to corroborate current suppositions. May your query yield favorable results.
It evidently originated here. Transport pod full of Zeranium. Blue outpost opportunity to naught but tinges and flinders.
Initiate Alva, stand down. Relinquish control of this facility immediately.
Oh, my dear Proctor, you can't believe a low-level drudge like me is responsible for any of this.
You'd have us all believe you seized control to demonstrate your innocence. Wait, is this being broadcast?
I have no idea how this audio doodad works. You're the one in charge here, Proctor Svoboda. Are you sure you didn't do something?
I demand your unconditional surrender at...
Hello, Proctor? I'm pushing buttons over here now. Did I disconnect you somehow?
Detoxification initiated. System 7, what's her name, took over. I'm not clear to speak with random factors.
Ah, yes, of course. Next on my list of lowest probability events, strangers sent by the Abbot. If we'd been able to communicate beyond our walls, might have saved you a trip. As I can successfully report, we have identified the responsible party. A low-level subordinate, assigned here years ago. But I'm now realizing how little we actually know about her. A spy or turncoat, no doubt. A sleeper agent from one of those secret enemy programs you're always hearing about. But I haven't even told you the worst part. How Alva took control. The subsequent, albeit strangely indirect, obloquy and vituperation. The lives lost. Whatever for. We've already established her guilt. Failed to see the use, frankly. I suppose some limited nosing about before dispatching her wouldn't hurt. Presuming she doesn't kill us all in the meantime. I'll be in my office. Let me know once she's no longer a problem.
Now, this is important. Would you describe the Varachnid's calycery as slavering when it attacked? How much...
Of course she's hiding something. You think those two exemplars just hell wrong? They're hardly prone to involuntary...
Oh, hello. A visitor. And who are you, dear? You're what? Some maverick for hire? Oh, no, I can see it now. And who is that you brought with you? A friend. Ah, an Auntie's Choice grafted soldier. You poor dear. And someone else. Another Earth Directorate agent, I see. Seems sad.
Is she talking about me?
All this for me. Fear I hardly deserve such attention. This entire business is just a terrible misunderstanding. I expect few in the Order know of you, but, well, I've kept to a role here that is purposely not very taxing. Between launches, I enjoyed serials, two-bit dreadfuls, periodicals. I adore Zane and Buddy, even if they are considered contraband. For the longest time, I didn't realize your organization actually existed. But here you are, well-timed and no doubt. Oh, you sounded just like Buddy, striving his best to resemble Commander Zane. The similarity was uncanny. I'll tell you exactly what happened. Our transport pod leveled outpost opportunity. I immediately realized someone must have bypassed my terminal. I initiated a lockdown to block further tampering. Had I not, additional attacks may have continued. Now, despite a long record of dedicated service, who's being blamed for this calamity? Me, somehow. Yes, that was terrible. I feel awful. Though technically speaking, they did kill each other. There was a scuffle. Their weapons fired. It was a most unfortunate thing. I hate to speak poorly of management, but we workfolk around the manufactory consider the proctor something of a petty bureaucrat, dear. I assume she's acting as any functionary would, assigning blame to appear in control. Well, you know the type, surely. Dear me, I wish I did, but actually, there may be a way you could gain answers here. Why, yes, I could unseal access to the records repository for you. I'd be right grateful if you'd have a look. I swear I'm completely innocent of this heinous act they're accusing me of. Certainly, of course. If you help me uncover who's responsible, I will gladly open this door. Appreciate your help, dear. May the plan favor us against long odds.
Investigator? Patrol's back, I hear. Don't see Auntie's being too dissuaded by them, though.
Our Earth Directorate friend. Hello. I've been conversing with Factor Matadier here while you were away. Understand you've met?
Yes, they witnessed me rather discomposed, I fear.
The Factor is less accusatory in his questioning than certain others, which I respect. Good manners cost nothing, I always say.
Troops now guard the entrance above. Do not let my position fool you. All within the Order are scienticians, and hence we seek the truth of any hypothesis. You suspect me somehow? One must keep one's eyes wide open in such times.
You've examined the launch records, yes? What did you find? I'd say they've obviously been altered, dear. Fancy that odor you detected, a sign of chemicals used to affect the falsification. But listen to me. What do I know about this sort of thing? But still, even the most junior scientician knows the best explanation is one requiring the fewest assumptions. Ergo, I set the correct coordinates. There should be ample time for regret later, dear. Someone may be pulling her strings, perhaps. That's what investigators like you say, isn't it? A Zeranium leak occurred moments after the launch. I imagine it may have been used as a diversion, allowing the culprit. The overriding of the coordinates also deserves a...
I can speak to the coordinate override, I believe. All commands are routed through the hub in central processing.
I expect the Zeranium leak stemmed from alterations to the control boards and refinement logistics. I'd look for any signs of tampering that may point to the culprit. All right. There. I've unsealed both areas.
I'll stay here and play for more time.
Alva's been here for
All of your endeavors add to the equation.
Svoboda sure has it out for that initiate. Guess I would too if Alva had killed a bunch of my colleagues.
Ready to take the heat off you, Commander. Just say...
Thank you kindly. I am decidedly in your... Of course. I am now able to breathe easy and respond freely. Strange question, but yes. All commands path through the hub here. Through that wiring underneath... Well, in my professional opinion, looks like someone rerouted some commands from operations. Based on the sloppy state it was left in, I'd say they either... I was in my cot doing advanced equations. The door was creaky to open. Works in operations, right? Always on about her stories. Well, that's about everything I... Careful on your way out. Try not to be liquefied and subsequently devoured.
Looks like a fight. Let me handle this.
Crap's tingling.
Something about that Alva doesn't square. And she called me sad. I'm not sad. Just for the record. Happy to assist in crafting more ammo if you need it.
Ah, yes. Suppose you'll do.
May circumstances proceed toward intended results.
Oh, hello, dear. Why, we were just talking about you.
Or specifically, potential implications for a multitude of troubling scenarios.
You know how the Order is. Always calculating something. But please, tell us what you...
That you've found evidence that the coordinates were rerouted is definitely something. Would be an odd step for Alva here to take.
I admit I had the knowledge to cause the leak, but not the authorization. And yes, why would I reroute coordinate commands away from here? I'm sufficiently certain our proctor is conspiring with an outside party.
Wait a minute. You're going to what? Our investigation, it's unfinished. And you're an initiate.
Oh, I see you two thought you were proving my innocence. No, you were helping identify my target. I'd advise you, dears, to help or stay out of my way. Proctor Svoboda needs to pay for her actions.
Her possible involvement notwithstanding, Constance Svoboda is an Order proctor, and I cannot abide her cold-blooded murder. You are far more capable than some back manufactory button pusher.
I am a dedicated agent of the Order, but no, dear. My name is not Miriam. I am Marisol Delgado, formerly of the Department of Preemptive Causal Redirection.
That group was just a story to scare novice scienticians. Next, you're going to be telling me you're... I must admit, I'm not entirely sure. The rumors about your department. They said anyone who might delay the equation being solved disappeared. If there are any hints of truth to that.
This is hardly the time for a history lesson or debate, I'm afraid. Perhaps you shouldn't. My earlier endeavors were often disconcerting. I arrived decades ago to lie low after a difficult assignment.
That you are who you are, and are standing right, and have been here for... I suspect your methods are not my own, nor the Order's, as I know it. And I fear your intentions for Proctor Svoboda.
It's sweet that you think you can stop me, but I'll elucidate this for you. At this point, you'll either need to trust me or back that worm Svoboda. That ridiculous little functionary upended my existence.
This would mean standing against a member of the Order. A mid-ranking one, at that. I cannot be party to this, but neither shall I stand in...
A wise calculation, my friend. Good thing you showed up when you did. You saved me from having to kill everyone here. Svoboda has much to answer for. Let's go see that she does.
What's this? What are you doing here? Come to surrender, I take it?
After decades keeping this identity, your inexpert blundering has rendered it obsolete. I am Marisol Delgado, former head intercessor of the Order. This would be an ideal time to confess everything. Before you die.
You can't possibly be party to all this. Not with her vast misdeeds so readily apparent.
Our investigator has definitively determined my innocence following a thorough investigation.
Wait, you can't possibly believe this balderdash. This is all nothing more than a flagrant example of artifice and bunco. An elaborate song and dance from an admitted imposter.
Enough, traitor. You made your play. You lost. More deception. No more lies. Time to pay what is due.
No, wait,
Thus concludes a thoroughly distasteful business. Yes, though I was aiming for her face. Little rusty. Best search her office. Someone clearly was pulling her strings.
Would have been nice to perform that search before there was a corpse in the room, but pickers and choosers.
Proctor left her terminal on. Maybe it...
Her terminal unsealed the effluvium repository. That's traditionally off limits. Ideal spot to hide something. We should take a look.
This space used to be brimming with runoff chemical sludge. It's been renovated, I see. Another terminal. Go ahead. You should have the honors.
The Proctor's efforts appear part of a larger scheme. Ah, of course. I should have assumed you had a greater purpose here. This whole affair reminded me of the old days. I have some unfinished business I need to get back to. I propose a strategic partnership. You help me, I help you. What do you say? Good, good. It's a little crowded here, though, isn't it?
Sure, I could use a few ticks off my feet. Leg has been aching a bit. And don't let that one stray outside your peripherals, if you take my meaning.
Excellent. Well then.
I realize you didn't receive the most welcome of receptions here. I recognize you've done right by us here today, and I appreciate your effort.
Suffered extensive damage, Commander.
Hunkering down!
Time to earn my commission. Looks like a few made it.
Did that blast give me a dunder? Or is some damn stranger walking into my area of operation right after we've been attacked?
You all right, officer? We saw the impact and got over here fast as we could.
We can do to part you from your bits while you're desperate? You got any reason I oughtn't have you shot? Yeah? And what exactly makes you so sure of that? Huh. Interesting. Did he say who he thinks did hit us? Not that it matters, I suppose. Seriously? You expecting me to ring up Auntie and tell her, hello, Maven of all marketing? Just letting you know that this scrutinization officer says everything's hunky-dory. You've clearly been out in the Dorado sun for too long. Ah, an offer for transaction. Now you're talking my language. It just so happens we might be able to trade service. Lately, my luck's been right miserable. You cut down the number of issues that are vexing me, and I'll send you a word of peace and harmony up the chain. Or, if all that sounds like too much work for you, there are other ways to curry my favor. Make me believe your good intention. Absolutely. Bits are a bond that buys a broad bevy of believability. Auntie says so herself. They show sincerity, trustworthiness, and a goodly dose of class. And stop eating up my time!
Yeah! Okay, man. Let's find the mine. Hey, we're trying to train the Manisaur. Get out of the way. Only thing between me and a double promotion was the people in Outpost Opportunity. Reckon it's a good day to be me.
cold signaling that we ain't welcome here. But I ain't too keen on heeding signs.
Cowards! You've never bested me without subterfuge!
Let me handle this!
Enemy moving into harm's way.
Don't become a statistic, Commander.
It's a brawl!
I'll skin your faces off one by one if you don't let me out of here!
Oh, what a hard bargain. I think I prefer my odds with a locked door between us.
After years working in a Zeranium manufactory, that's not the first workplace accident I've encountered.
Oh no, no, I'm really not. There was uranium on my hands when I came in here, and now why didn't I wash them first? Thanks for the preposterously late advice. How about you leave me to endure my pulpy penury in peace? Oh, why won't it stop burning?
Sorry about you melting, dear.
Let me out! Hey, you! Let me out of here!
Architect's balls! That was some fine killing! Would have preferred you'd left one or two of those traitorous miscreants for me to sharpen my blade on, but it serves me right trying to help those sorely lacking in the gray matter. Betraying someone sent by the exalted leader of the glory. We are simply a group of enlightened individuals seeking to spread the truth. The rifts only seem destructive because we are looking at them from the point of view. The rifts are a device of the architect to hasten humankind's perfection. We are nothing but that information. The rifts are a perfectly ordered phase of existence.
Ridiculous. The rift's existence is an anomaly, nothing more.
I see no need to respond to such heresy. You are obviously ill-informed. I have similar business at the N-Ray range. These fools were only part of the contingent that betrayed me. I could use your help there, and I'm sure nothing that will live to regret. But it seems like you've already a full contingent with you.
Of course. Not sure it's wise to allow this maniac to join with us, though. Her sense of style notwithstanding.
Ooh, I like you. I can tell we've lots to talk about.
I doubt that very much, dear.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go kill us some traitors.
That must be the N-ray range. Let's hope it doesn't blow.
Damn it all! The door's sealed. We'll need to find another way in. Now this is just sloppy. If I wasn't already here to kill all these traitorous fools, I'd be forced to use one or two as an example to the rest.
Get me these wriggly little fingers of yours. Bring them close so we can chop them off.
Stop your silliness, fool! The only ones losing body parts around here today are you and your traitorous friends! .36 cubed, divided by the standard... Look at the state of this poor fool. There's a cultist behind you! Wait. Fine. Just please keep her away from... Architect's mercy, thank you. It is... Oh, dear. He's deeper in the facility, working on something he deemed to be of the utmost importance, and with all those cultists gallivanting... Please, with the way my so-called brethren are comporting themselves... He's more likely to die of boredom. Yes, I'm sure. The crazed cultist, people like your friend here have been sowing destruction through... I've seen few firsthand, but that isn't because they've gone. You can attempt such. Oh, there's no such thing as invisibility. Their actions are inexcusable. It's a shame the facility is in shambles. Leave an end. The scanner is an optical device. It was stored nearby. I appreciate... I appreciate your help.
Lay low, Commander. Medic's orders.
Hey, that must be the scanner there.
Everything must be forgotten, before it can become everything.
Enemy spotted.
That should do it. Let's get on with the killing. You've opened the way forward. Very good work.
It looks like a fight.
Is my guilt of my piety? Those who would desecrate
You leave at once. You there, you must leave. Is that a cultist with you?
Don't worry. I'm not like these idiots running around here haplessly. If I was here to kill you, it would be no random thing. You'd know it. Are we here to kill this guy, Commander? Good point. We'll kill him after we get the information.
I have nothing to say to the likes of you except if you attempt to interrupt my work, you will no doubt meet the same end as your fellows. Leave.
This guy is hilarious.
Victor, I fully understand the importance of your work. This is exactly why I push you so. Your moral justifications for delaying your delivery are misguided. Dead is dead. What matter is it if their ends come in 1 minute or 3? If you seek to be humane in your duties, fine. So long as I get the explosives in time. But if we fail to act, the Order will be lost forever. Collateral damage was always inevitable, Victor. You knew this. And the longer you take in your laboratory, the greater your risk of being caught becomes. If that happens, you know what must be done. But I should remind you that such a failure will result in vastly more suffering for all parties involved. We need those explosives now, Victor. Let's finish this.
Before it can become
Angela's killing fool who has isolated you from my hand. How dare you...
Unfriendly company. They're mine. Got company, Commander. And
Intentional.
Look at the sad little brat in his corrugated cage. Why don't you unlock the door?
Time to earn my commission. So far, it's open.
you. Friend of friends. A greater ally than any number of fellow scientists.
Oh, thank you. What? Where? I thought we dispatched with all of those traitors, charlatans.
I can see it would be best. I see you possess our N-ray scanner. Ooh, and damn that Victor, and damn his hubris. Vic, pardon my excitement. I don't know the specifics, only that Victor was performing a procedure in the ensuing chaos. Victor's because he refused to follow procedure. He didn't take an assistant or... there's no such thing as invisibility. The cultists are out of phase. Most of the cultists, but if you're not attached to this, although it requires further investigation and they are physically here, but only, oh, believe me, this is more excitement than I...
To approach my holdout, I once again ask you to stop. Path ahead is filled with unseen traps. Whether cultist or scientist, you will be killed. I cannot afford your interruption. Once more, please cease.
woozy there, Commander. Commander! Pick me up. I'd do it for you. Back in business.
I never wanted this situation to escalate like this. You must understand. But now, all that I wanted is cast to the wind. There is but one option left to me. To save Arcadia. To ensure the future. I was warned that you would attempt to. You would use subterfuge to sway me. I cannot allow this. I cannot allow our efforts to be in vain. If DeVries does not receive my explosive, she will resort to a violent assault. Many will die, pointlessly, and in agony. I can at least deliver them an instant, painless death. I thought this explosive vest would be an unnecessary precaution. Want has nothing to do with it. I have very specific instructions on how to proceed in the face of contingencies such as yourself. And you cannot possibly understand whether I am or am not capable of martyrdom. You do not know my depth of character. At the end of all things, my decisions were predestined. I am not at liberty to divulge the reasoning behind my actions. You're not with the Order. You cannot understand why this would be. Could I explain, the words would be lost on you. Your verbiage does not conceal the gaps in your knowledge. But the presiding bishop has taught us that ignorance is not a punishable sin. If the Order is not prevented from reaching its true potential and solves the universal equation, all scientific uncertainty and any associated suffering will end. If what you say is true, then you have my tentative thanks. However, scientific certainty would absolutely have prevented that from happening. We would have predicted it. DeVries opened my eyes. The Order is on the path to absolute truth. And if they are not interrupted, this truth can be pursued. The one right path for humanity revealed to us. Politics cannot bind us. Uncertainty cannot strangle. And no one can be allowed to waltz in and hurl our plans into disarray. Enough! You're clearly trying to deceive me, but I shall delay my action no further!
My fellow Loyalists, it is time. Due to the Earth Directorate operatives' continued meddling, we must increment our timetable by a factor of hours, not days. Accordingly, our forces have taken over the monastery. Those I predetermined to be resilient to reason have been executed. The rest should not cause us trouble. I have locked the lift to prevent the agent from reaching the monastery, but the following code will grant you access. 34145. I will continue my work from here, supplying Augustine with everything she needs for our plan to succeed, and delaying the agent as I'm able to. May the results of our actions today secure a more prosperous tomorrow for our sacred order.
The Order didn't foresee this hostile takeover, huh? Suppose we ought to head to the monastery and send this wily idiot packing.
Boy, damn it! We've killed every traitor in this place, but their treasonous scum of a hierarch wasn't among them. The leader of a cell. In this case, that would be Ziegler. And extinguishing him is obviously our next priority. They were operating under his orders. But since he wasn't here to lead them in person, they would have maintained regular contact using one of our communication devices. I saw one of them earlier. We should go see what information it will yield to us. I'll mark your map with its location. This is it, the Dawn's communication device. Let's see what I can find out. Not much, but there are a few. Idiot didn't even have enough respect to stay to kill me himself. I'm right behind you.
Please tell me there's a damn good reason you're back. Wonderful. And with your sincerity assured by the bits in my pocket, now if you'll excuse me.
Got a bad feel about this line, huh?
Do you believe Arcadia shall ever return to our place? Ruth Bassar is the first among equals of the Lord.
Grand Architect! Agent, oh thank good odds and high probabilities you're back. A rogue faction has taken over the monastery. My Seer Wiley, is trapped up there with other hostages of the Order. To make matters worse, my access code's not working. Without it, I've no way of calling the lift. No, I've known Landon for years. You must be mistaken. If what you say is true, that is damning evidence indeed. But why would he do it? Align himself against the Order? Against a friend? That's a serious accusation. Why would I do such a thing? Far from it. I celebrate Wiley's gifts. I recognize he's a far superior scholar than I'll have. I can't discuss this right now. The monastery. The truth is, I held Wiley back. I kept him from advancing for my own selfish gains by spreading lies and false concern over his competence behind his... But I needed him. I still need him. I'm not the savant he is, never have been. If he'd advanced beyond his current role, my deficiencies would have been made manifest to all. I'm sorry, but we really haven't the time to litigate this issue further. In case I didn't make it clear before, the monastery is currently in jeopardy. Peace talks? Yes, Ruth informed me, but how did you learn of them? No one outside a select circle are supposed to be aware they're happening. Representatives of Auntie's choice in the Order are meeting to discuss an armistice and possible I know I mentioned it before, but compartmentalization is crucial to the success of most of the Order's operations. I wish I could offer more detail, but I'm afraid I won't be accompanying you. I can't be sure my presence wouldn't alter the outcome of your efforts in... No? How grand! Then we are already in alignment. Once you reach the monastery, make your way to the observatory. If the conspirators are seeking, go forth as was determined, and may the plan guide you.
Looks like the traders are holed up in the monastery. So much for piety.
Are you sure that rope can support us?
I am 100% certain that its tensile strength is marginally greater than our combined weight. Probably. We'd love to help, but not as much as we prefer to leave. Plan guide you.
Void it all. I told him he wasn't going to make it. Is this why Wily Zilk spared him? Because the seer already predicted this would be his... Hey! Roger always said he wanted his body donated to the Order if it would help advance the plan.
And some simpletons within it.
Think when we kick his head in, it'll be simple enough for him to understand?
But the wise have let us know that nothing occurs without
Inexplicable.
Trouble ahead.
Balancing the equation.
And here I was, hoping for a peaceful, rejuvenating soak.
Unspecified.
Armed and ready.
I am but a single gear in the grand workings of the universe and should not expect to control...
Recharge for mayhem.
Looks like a fight.
investigating the plans. I'm alive.
This looks a lot like those N-ray junction boxes. Still got the scanner on you?
Liquidate him.
The plan will be terminated from
Time to earn my commission. Supposed to shoot the enemy. Nowhere near as interesting as the taxidermied cross-section of child.
Think we found the abbot's quarters.
The good abbot's intent on distracting himself from the misery of existence with worldly goods. Never works.
And whom do we blame when a student fails? The stalwart agent arrives. I need more time to finish my work, so I've prepared a choice for you. The hostages in the card press before you will die unless you intervene. If you go through the door on the right, you'll find the means to save them by solving a simple puzzle. Leave through the other door, however, and they will die, screaming in abject terror. But how could you call yourself an Earth Directorate agent if you allowed that to transpire?
Well, this is a twisted way to try and stall us. But we can't just leave them. Good. Then let's get to freeing them.
Definitely not. We should be the only ones killing hostages around here.
Praise high probability. Why
Normally I'd suggest picking the lock on that safe, but it looks to be rigged to that ridiculous puzzle up above.
Reckon there's an actual solution to this puzzle? Looks more like they scrambled a whole lot of nonsense together and packaged it as genius.
Yes, yes.
Another throw!
Grenade moving up to improve activity.
Assuredly more.
Taking cover! Balancing the equation.
Confound!
Restore my life or avenge my death.
Hey!
You've got movement.
Look alive, Commander.
I've been known to hold a grudge, you know. I'm alive. Who needs to die? Swine.
Oh, they've just got us running around like a bunch of assholes now.
Ah, see? Didn't I tell you our friend would be back? Hurry! Disable the court press machine!
Still say it would have saved time for us to just kill the hostages ourselves.
Thank you, stranger.
Either restore my life or avenge my death.
I'm alive. Who needs to die?
Either restore my life or avenge my death.
I'm alive. Pony!
Oh, look! A room dedicated to the insignificance of human existence inside a temple dedicated to mathematically... proving its pointlessness.
So Clemens and Svoboda's killer arrives. So much of our plan ruined because of your meddling. Victor's explosives would have minimized casualties on both sides. You may have bested my peers, but they were never... You seem confused. Allow me to delineate on the totality of your failure. Saving the hostages delayed you just long enough for me to complete my work. I was able to transmit not only the coordinates for the peace talks, but also the station's security protocols, giving Augustine control over its automechanicals. She has everything. The Order has been dislocated from its ideals, becoming the opposite of all they espouse. DeVries and I are merely providing a necessary realignment. As if you could even understand my methodology. I wager you're no more conversant in probabilistic analysis than a saprophyte. No. The nuance would only be lost on you. Expressed simply, the Order is ossified, outdated. They have lost sight of what matters. For Arcadia's sake, it is up to us to clear the field of play and begin anew. This violence, it is a means to an end.
Not in the least, but I'd be happy to give him a martyr's death. A slow, painful, bloody death. Including disemboweling, of course.
Don't be grotesque. I can't conceive of a reason why my survival should matter to you.
But I can count on 3 hands the reasons why your death would.
However, as a matter of professional curiosity, let's entertain the hypothetical. I stand down. And here I was almost persuaded you had an actual plan. No more talking, Agent. It's time I deliver my last prediction to you, personally.
Riddle me with bullets all you like. With this rejuvenation device at my disposal, you'll never...
Unfriendly company.
I will refuse to you personally.
Moving up.
I'm alive.
I have grown worried. I have not received word from Archivist Clemens in some time, and I imagine you would have relayed any pertinent information by now. I fear this bodes ill. Without him, our only option is a direct assault. A risky proposition, to be sure. The last thing any of us want is for our plan to spiral out of control. And so it falls on you to seize back that control. Use the methods we discussed to take command of the monastery. When it is done, I will send further instruction. You have my trust. See that it is not misplaced. I'm much obliged for your tireless work. With this knowledge of Greater Tranquility Substation and its security codes, our plans for the peace talks can finally be spurred into motion. However, without Archivist Clemens and his explosives at our disposal, we've no choice but to proceed with our contingency plan. A direct assault. Though the codes will allow me control of the automechs on the station, we'd best accept now that more lives may be lost than previously assumed. Yet we must act unflinchingly. To fail now would mean the end of everything.
We should get ourselves to those peace talks post-haste, Commander. Wouldn't want to miss out on any of the mayhem and carnage.
Agent, over here. I assume you had a chance to speak with Landon, that is, Seer Wiley. I appreciate the sentiment, but there is now ample evidence disproving that fact. Perhaps if I had been a better friend to Landon... No. Those hypotheticals are best considered in private, I think. Yes. Better to focus on our gains than our losses. My colleague's survival is something worth celebrating. I won't keep you. Thank you for your assistance in reclaiming the monastery. Regrettable though the outcome with Seer Wiley turned out to be. You are welcome to collect the experimental weapon back inside the observatory, the Oracle. It was Landon's design. Only seems fitting you take it. May all your future endeavors proceed in accordance to the plan.
I don't know what you're complaining of. We emerged totally unscathed.
I'd estimate I'm 43.11% scathed.
Yeah. Then increment your bravery.
At least it was a clean dissection. Roger would appreciate that, I think.
Commander, I think Val wants us to discuss...
The information collected on the peace talks has been verified, Commander. As time is a factor, this unit suggests heading to Greater Tranquility Station as soon as you are able.
Should we consider going in with a plan this time? Or is it going to be another improvised free-for-all?
If DeVries succeeds in killing these delegates, it'll be a hell of a lot more than a PR nightmare to worry about. It'll be war.
That's a lot of death. And not the fun kind.
Records indicate Greater Tranquility is a derelict station. Consequently, the ideal route to reach the main chamber for the peace talks will be through its underbelly. Be advised, in the absence of Victor, status deceased, and his explosives, Agent DeVries and her team will be committed to a frontal assault. Due to delays incurred while saving the Order hostages, DeVries also has the codes to control the station's security automechanicals, and will assuredly deploy them against you, Commander. Confirmed. Per the Earth Directorate Manual, a team formed of multiple agents is vital to success, especially during missions where agent attrition is likely to occur.
I'm coming with you. Who better to make DeVries pay for Horizon Point than a pair of our own Phantoms? Good. Would have been a shame if DeVries was the reason for us falling out too.
Confirming coordinates for Greater Tranquility Station. Confirmed. Use the astrogator when you are ready to navigate to the station, Commander.